Thank you to Cade Silvermoon for their generous donation on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Link the Trained and Professional, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. Holy shit, I'm jolted awake by the sound of earthquake and thunderstorms. Ooh-ah. I don't wanna die. Looking around me, I see that everything is exactly the way I left it. Just a nightmare. I flap back onto my bed. It's weird. I used to live in this town. But lately I've been having a hard time sleeping. Perhaps it's the stress of everything? It isn't very often I sleep somewhere that isn't my bed in Osaka. Holy tits! The sound reverberates throughout the room once again. Wow! Whoa, what the hell? I stand up to investigate the source. Is this Lagoon Lounge all over again? Aha! Tapping against my window, there's a huge cicada that's trying to get inside. These things scare the crap out of me, but right now I'm pretty pissed. I quickly open the window and swat it away. Get out of here. Hiya! It flies away as if nothing happened. Booyah! I strike a victory pose. Yeah. In your face, nature. You may try, but killing Nishimura the Magnificent is going to take more work than that. Oh my god. Oy the fucking vey. With a smile on my face, I return to bed. Dot. It's no use! The damage is done. I can't go back to sleep after that. Daw. I carefully slip into the hall, trying not to make too much noise. Just gonna head for the... Well! Look who decided to join us this morning. Eep. Hiroyuki, is that you? With a face flushed red, I walk into the living room to greet my grandparents. Good morning, Grandma and Grandpa. What has you up this early? I figured all the excitement would tire you out. It's 5:30, dear. I'm just about to start cooking breakfast. I couldn't sleep. A cicada ran into my window and woke me up. I see. Well, I remember when I was your age. Grandpa scratches under his scraggly beard. There was so many girls wanting me, I hardly had time for myself, let alone sleep. Oh, Grandpa's got a past on him, does he? Grandma shoots him a death glare. I just shrug my shoulders. Ahem. Regardless, it's rare for a kid your age to be up this early. Leave the boy alone. I'm sure Hiroyuki has plenty on his mind. Grandma gets up from her seat and walks into the kitchen. You need any help? No. I have everything I need already prepared. Oh. I lean against the wall. I can't sleep, but I don't want to sit around bored until food's ready. You should take a walk, Hiroyuki. See who we randomly walk into right outside our door again. Grandpa weeks in me. Nothing wrong with a little exercise, you hear? I rolled my eyes. You just want me out of the house, don't you? How disrespectful! I'm taken aback by his response. Sorry. Oh, Begreb76 has arrived. Thank you for the subscribe, Big Reb. Right, I guess it's better than sitting around doing nothing. That's what I thought I heard. He sinks down back into his chair with a satisfied smile on his face. Like father, like son. ... Whatever. I could use the time to think. After visiting the bathroom, I returned to my bedroom to get dressed for my early morning walk. The sun is barely rising, leaving everything I see framed by a gentle light. Traveling along these old country roads from my childhood, I feel something in the pit of my stomach. Is it nostalgia? I mean, I guess it could be. Hardly seems right to describe this one, though. DreamWolf969KK. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that. It hardly seems right to describe this one, though, since I've been feeling nostalgia. My holy shit, Silver Gold Bat has arrived. God damn. Now let me try reading this sentence once again. It hardly seems right to describe this one, though, since I've been feeling nostalgia my whole time here. No. Perhaps it's regret. Seeing how everything's changed while I've been gone. How life seems to move on whether or not you're there to see it. Oh. I finally understand. Usually someone would say the realization hits them like a truck, but for me, it's just there. A low, mournful pang of despair that I've tried to ignore for so long. I thought I'd be able to get over it now that I'm back in Minnesota, but even now I can see that that was just a fairy tale. No. This feeling I have, I guess I'd call it loneliness. I breathe out a long sigh while kicking a rock along the road with me. At least the temperature is cooler this morning than it has been during the last few days. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm catching a slight breeze right now. If it wasn't for this feeling, it'd probably be quite nice. Ooh. I turned down a road I rarely went down as a kid. I never really knew anyone who lived over here, so I tended to avoid it. Still, I didn't realize how many people still live here. Off in the distance, I see someone running in this direction. Oh, who could it be? They seem to be throwing things at the doors as they run by. Newspaper. I have no idea what they're doing. It's too early for most people to be awake, so if they're dangerous, there won't be many people to help me. We're fine. It's just the newspaper boy. I'm pretty willing to bet. But we shall continue walking. Boom. I shake my head. Nah, this is Minnesota. The most dangerous thing we have here is that river. I'll just keep walking casually. The running footsteps get louder. As the person approaches, I'm probably able to get a good look at them. Huh? Oh, the paper boy is Kyoji! Hiro, what are you doing out here? I look off to the side with a slight smile. Glad to see you're not a serial killer. I guess I'm taking a walk. This early? I look back at him and try to be more genuine with my expression. I couldn't sleep. I see. He seems a bit nervous. I wonder why. How are you? It's pretty early, like you said. He glances side to side, seeming to consider his next words carefully. Well, no sense in hiding it anymore. I took a job at the beginning of summer running the town's new newspaper route. Oh, so those things you're throwing at newspapers? He nods in affirmation. It's pretty weird, dude. My grandpa just got finished pointing out how rare it is for someone our age to be up at this time, and yet it seems you got up even earlier than me. Is that so? Yeah, you and I should be sleeping in. It's summer vacation, after all. He stares at me for a moment, then... I suppose that's true. You said you weren't able to sleep? Yeah. I can sympathize. I haven't slept well in years. Remember what I said about being a light sleeper yesterday? Oh, yeah. I wasn't kidding around. I see. This job helps keep me occupied. Plus, when I run, it keeps me in shape. Sounds like you have this whole insomnia thing figured out. He merely shrugs his shoulders in response. Do you mind if I follow you? I could use something like this to occupy my morning, too. Are you sure you know what you're getting into, Hiroyuki? I usually run this route. Are you going to be able to keep up? He says that with a wink. Or at least what I believe is a wink. I can never tell with Kyoji's eyes. Is that a challenge? I put my fist out in front of me. Bring it on, Kyoji! This is perfect running temperature. Indeed. He's a big smile on his face. Can't help but smile back. And before I have a chance to react, he's already off running down the road. Hey, wait up! I need to stop. I nearly collapsed on the ground after running with Kyoji. It's never good to come to a complete stop, Hiro. Monitor your breathing and walk slowly. How the hell do you athletes do this? It's all experience. You get used to it. Here, take my hand. Kyoji reaches out to me, probably expecting me to grab on. Control your ego, Hiroyuki. Huff. There you go, back on your feet. Thanks. I'm proud of you for sticking with me. I know it burns right now, but come tomorrow you're gonna feel like a new man. If you say so. It's never a bad thing to exercise. It is at my fucking weight. I find it keeps me fresh and focused. Kyoji talking about exercise only brings my attention to how much I let myself go over the years. Come on, I have just one last paper to deliver. I followed behind Kyoji a bit more, taking his advice. I slowly breathe in and out, trying to stay in control. Don't overdo it or you'll hyperventilate. You will hyperventilate. Gah! Why does everything have to be so complicated? Kyoji laughs out loud while throwing a newspaper at a familiar door. Wait a sec. That's right. I saved the last newspaper for your grandparents. He stands there looking proud with his hands on his hips. Congratulations, Hiro. You made it through half my paper route and lived to tell the tale. If I wasn't so dead on my feet, I'd punch you in the shoulder. He clasps his hands together and smiles. Really, though. Thanks for keeping me company this morning. This is the first time I've ever had anyone join me on my run. His voice shows true sincerity. Don't mention it. With my breath finally in check, I rub behind my head in embarrassment. I should head back. I'm sure Mr. Aishi is waiting for my return. Mr. Aishi? He's my boss. If you'd like, I can introduce you to him sometime. I don't know why, but the name Aishi sounds very, very familiar to me. I'm sure that'd be fun. Can't imagine meeting someone like that would be particularly exciting, but who knows? Thanks again, Hiro. I'll see you soon. Bye, Kyoji. And off he fucks. He slowly walks up the road, heading towards town. There's something in the way he's walking. Something that makes him seem almost lonely. Aw. I'm home! There's a newspaper I picked up outside on the nearby table. I hear my grandmother call out from the kitchen. Just in time, dear. Breakfast is ready. A thick, warm aroma fills the house. Great, I'm starving. I finish up the last of my rice before working on the fish. You always made the best breakfast, Grandma. You always made the best breakfast, Grandma. Oh, that's why I married her. Once again, Grandma stares at Grandpa with venom in her eyes. Thank you, dear. She carefully plucks a bit of rice with her chopsticks. How is your mother doing? Does she still use my recipes? Hey, careful, boy. You'll feed her ego too much. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, she's doing fine. With Dad's job at the investment firm, she's able to take it easier than before. When I was a kid, it was pretty rare to see both of my parents at the same time. They had opposing schedules. Dad used to work at a small company in Kazanari before they got swallowed up by a bigger one in Osaka. Mom worked at one of the supermarkets there, too. She was close to becoming a manager before we had to move. She's been working at a clothing store. I point at my shirt. That's where I got this bad boy. Let my tail gently swish around behind me. I've always loved this shirt. How about your father? Grandpa sits proudly with a grin. I'm sure my son's doing well too. Yeah. He's trying his best, but work has been stressing him out lately. We haven't seen him much this year since they keep making him work longer hours. I'm so proud of him. He brings honor to the Nishimura name. Grandpa slowly sips from his cup of tea. Grandma, on the other hand, looks somewhat concerned. Is that it, dear? I nod. I love my father, but he hasn't been the same since we moved. I'm not going to tell his parents that, though. She continues to stare at me. Oh! Then something hits her out of nowhere. A flying fish! Blah! I almost forgot, silly me. Your friend Shun Kodori called earlier wanting to know if you were available. Really? That's weird for him to call this early. I told him you were on a walk and would call him back. Ah! The myriad of reasons why Shun would call crossed through my mind. It all settles on one thing. Video games. Yeah. I bet he wants to play video games all day with me. Ha. Thanks for telling me. I'll give him a call when I get the chance. You ain't doing shit right now. I consider my options while finishing up breakfast. I didn't get breakfast. I lay down in my room staring at the ceiling. It feels so good to rest after that walk. I snap myself awake. Wake up, dummy! The day's just begun and I'm already falling asleep. Bah, curse that stupid cicada. I can't deny how comfy the bed feels right now, though. Tch. I haven't even called Shun yet, either. I bet he only wants to play video games so he can show how much better he is at them. Can't say I'm too excited to get my ass handed to me. I could always just say Grandma forgot to tell me. You know how old people are. I could stay here just a little longer and get some actual rest. But, this is Shun we're talking about. He's been really excited to play video games again with me. It's kind of rude to blow him off like this. What should I do? Oh, what? Why can't I give him a call? I'll give him a call. I'll give him a call. Author's note. This route is currently under construction. Son of a bitch. Damn it. I guess we're closer to finding out what's wrong, what has been done with this fucking game than we thought. Like, I thought there were routes completed already. I didn't know that this game... I knew this game was still under construction, but I didn't know that... I didn't know that there was so much left undone. God damn. Well, shit, man. Guess we have to blow him off. And not in the good way. Ah, God damn it. So, I guess we have to take a nap. Oh, boo-hoo. Nah. It can wait. Sleep is more important. We're a dick. Especially when it comes to stupid insects. Sorry, Shun. With my conscience clear, I allow myself to fully relax in my bed. I'll only be out a few minutes. August 6th pops up. We slept a day and a half. Holy shit. Yawn. I'll call him when I'm done. Z's. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! I awaken a short time later. I stretch out, feeling refreshed. That felt good. I slowly get up from my bed, then check my phone. Ooh, No way! It can't be noon already! I scramble out into the hall. Looking around, it seems the house is empty besides me. I can't believe I slept almost 6 hours. That's a new level of lazy, even for me. While heading back towards my room, I notice a small slip of paper sitting on a nearby table. In Kazunari, be back this afternoon, lunch is in the kitchen. That's Grandpa's handwriting. Yeesh, looks like I was so dead asleep they didn't even bother trying to wake me up. My eyes fall on the phone right next to it. Kind of late to call him back now, but I feel obligated. Dance.
Coder residents, this is Shun.
Hey Shun, it's Hiroyuki.
Ah, it's good to hear from you. I was worried your grandma forgot to tell you.
Yeah. I scratched behind my ear.
Did you sleep in or something?
Yeah, totally. Oh boy, this is awkward.
That's okay. I'm sure you're tired with all the sensory overload, huh?
I guess you could put it that way. So what's up?
Oh, I called earlier because I wanted to know if you were interested in playing this game.
Aha! I knew it! Sorry, man, I'm not feeling too up to it right now. Fucking play the game! Play the game with him! Just play the game!
Don't worry about it. We've already started and it's kind of hard to bring someone else in afterward.
That's too bad. Whoa, at least he's not angry. Well, good luck with your... It suddenly hits me. Wait a second, what do you mean we?
Can't talk, everyone's waiting for me to get back to the table. I'll see you later, hero.
But... just like that, he hangs up the phone. It almost hurts being blown off. I place ours back on the receiver. Huh. Did I just miss out on something? Yes, the fuck you did! But I tried, and I can only do what is in the game, and I feel bad now! With my tail hanging down, I walk into the kitchen. True to their word, my grandparents left something for me to eat on the table. I half-heartedly slam it down, then decide to continue my walk from this morning. My feet carry me downtown. Luckily, it's not as hot as it's been for the past few days. Either that or I'm getting used to this crazy Minnesota weather. As I aimlessly wander down the street, my eyes dart around me. There's the occasional villager going about their business, but in general, it's as quiet as it's been since I arrived. It seems this sleepy town managed to get sleepier over the years. I breathe in the warm country air. Ah. With Shun's game off the table and Grandma not leaving me any chores to do, I'm left with practically nothing interesting to do for the day. Guess I can hang out at the park for a bit. That's usually pretty fun. Plus, there's always the chance I'll find somebody I know there. Or my mind wanders to someone I haven't seen a whole lot of. Seen a whole lot yet. It's strange Konosuke and I aren't running into each other. When we were kids, we were always hanging out. Reading manga, browsing websites, watching television. Man, the good old days feel like they were forever ago now. I should pay him a visit for old time's sake. To the park we go! I make my decision and turn down a small alley. At this point, I've refamiliarized myself with Minnesota's layout enough that all these old shortcuts I used to know as a kid have come back to me. It really is a beautiful day today. There are enough clouds in the sky to block the worst of the sun's rays. On top of that, the breeze is cool enough to keep me from sweating, which is always nice. Why can't every day be like this? I smiled at myself as I walked down a familiar path in Minnesota Park. I remember spending so many days here as a kid. That's weird. Why are there so many people gathered near the gazebo? Should I take a closer look? They might be doing something interesting. Heh. I make up my mind and start walking towards the group. Who the fuck? Mr. Akagane? I haven't seen him since I moved away. I can't believe my old teacher is still around. Wait a second. What is Koya doing here? I take another look at the group that's gathered. Oh, it's a bunch of elementary school kids. Is Mr. Akagane having a yo, Hiroyuki? Wah?
Ah, excellent timing.
My old teacher calls out to me and waves for me to join them under the gazebo. Oh boy, this can't be good. Better not keep them waiting, I guess.
I heard you were back in Minnesota, Nishimura. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Mr. Akagane. I'm glad you're here, Hiro. We needed someone else to fill in for Tatsuki. What do you mean by fill in? For the eyes of all the little kids falling upon me.
We're putting on a little presentation for my new students. It's something I started doing the year after you moved away.
Oh, really? I'm playing the guitar for it today. Koya holds up the instrument strapped around his shoulders.
Tatsuki was going to perform a dance for them, unfortunately had to cancel on us.
Yeah, I think I sympathize. So many eyes. I can feel myself breaking into a cold sweat. This isn't fair. I came here to have a nice, quiet walk in the park. I didn't expect to be put on the spot like that. Oh, jeez. Oh, no! No! It's him! It's him! Ah, no! No, 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 no. No, 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 I'm getting back. No, no, no. Oh, I'm just gonna not look at him. I'm just not gonna look at him. I'm not looking at him. I turn around to see a crowd of kids gathered, some of which I refuse to look at. Yep, there's definitely familiar faces in there. I see Konosuke's brother Yukihiro, Haru, Kyoji's sister Chiyo, Hiroyuki! What? Did you catch all that? What? The instructions. Mr. Akagane just finished saying what he needs you to do. He what? I look around again. Mr. Akagane is busy pulling some papers out of a nearby briefcase. You spaced out again, didn't you? Crap! Well, there's no backing out now, bro. You're just as committed to this as I am. But nuh-uh! I am not doing this alone. If you don't stick around, I'm gonna have to get revenge on you later. There's Koya and his persuasiveness again. How can I say no to that? Fine. Can you tell me what I have to do again? Sure. Mr. Akagane is going to read a story to the kids while I play the background music. You need to dance something appropriate to what's being told in the story. How do I know what kind of dance I should do? There are 3 characters in the story, a crane, a rabbit, and a turtle. Each one has parts in the story where they shine. All you need to do is dance like the character when it's their turn. Okay. I don't know any dances for them, though. Guess you need to improvise. Damn it! This is gonna be so embarrassing. Koya walks off to the side of the gazebo and prepares his guitar. Meanwhile, Mr. Akagane sets up a podium nearby and clears his throat.
Ahem! Thank you for being here so bright and early, kids.
It's noon. It's past noon. What are you talking about, bright and early?
Unfortunately, our friend Tatsuki wasn't able to make it here today, but luckily we managed to find a replacement. Please welcome another one of my old students, Hiroyuki Nishimura.
Hi. There's faint clapping noises coming from the crowd of kids. I'm more distracted by Koya snickering behind me. But my face is turning red, I just know it. Can we start, Mr. Akagane?
Ah, so enthusiastic. That's what I love to see. It makes me proud as a teacher when my students join in on welcoming the next generation.
Yeah. This can't get any worse. Oh, you just wait.
Now let's not waste any more time. I would like to present to you a little performance of a story called The Crane, the Rabbit, and the Turtle. Creative fucking names!
How original. He's still snickering to himself behind me. All he has to do was play his guitar. He's not standing here to make. He's not standing here about to make a fool of himself. He owes me big time for this.
We can start when you're ready, boys.
You got it, Mr. Akagane. Behind me, Kuya begins counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Once upon a time, there were 3 farmers. A crane, who liked to grow rice, a rabbit, who liked to grow carrots, and a turtle, who liked to grow tomatoes.
I hope you're ready for this, hero.
Here it comes.
One day, the crane... Oh, Jesus, it's timed! Where's my mouse? Where the fuck was my mouse? Hey, fuck you. You can't go back? You titmonger! My mouse wouldn't show up! You fucking fuck you! Fuck you! My mouse wouldn't show up! I couldn't fucking see! You crap basket! I don't think I did it right.
He asked the other 2 if they'd like to work together.
The turtle? There you go, you got this.
An agreement was made between the 3 farmers. Unfortunately, one of them was only in it for himself.
The turtle betrayed the other 2? Ooh, nice moves. That's very interpretive. It isn't so bad after all. In spite of how I was feeling earlier, I start getting into the whole dancing thing.
Wah! That's the spirit, Nishimura. Eventually,
I start losing myself in the motions. Who knew dancing in front of a bunch of kids would be so liberating? Hero.
Hoo-yah!
Hey, Konosuke's right here. Nice moves, Hiroyuki. Oh, he's taking pictures, you schmug, you smegma. I'm broken from my trance by the sound of a camera shutter. I can't wait to show this to the others. Wait a second! Konosuke! The chubby tanuki sprints off in the other direction. I stop my dance and turn around. I tried to warn you. But... Keep dancing, bro. We're almost finished. I sigh in despair. Guess there's nothing I can do about it at the moment.
After his apology, the 3 went back to being good friends.
Not long after this disaster was the crane! Keep it up! This is so embarrassing. I can't believe how into I got earlier.
It took a lot of hard work, but through the power of friendship, the day was saved. The 3 learned that as long as you work together, nothing is impossible. The rabbit!
Come on! I fucking did it! I clicked that shit! I clicked the thing! Fuck you! Oh, that's the hardest one to get right. Oh, really? That's the hardest one? I fucking did it! I deserve the credit for that! Blah! I guess becoming a dancer someday is out of the question.
And that's the story of the crane, the rabbit, and the turtle. I hope you learned something about the importance of friendship and teamwork.
I lounge over and grip my knees. Phew, dancing is hard work. Good job, Hiroyuki. That was better than I can do. In front of me, the crowd of children burst into applause. Get out of here! You get the fuck out of here! I don't want to see you! You get out of here! You're not welcome here! Yay! Yeah, that was amazing! Nanafuse? You did good, hero! I scratched behind my head in embarrassment.
Thank you again. Thank you so much for doing this, Nishimura. We would have been in trouble if you hadn't come along.
It was nothing, sir. What's this? Why are you being so modest? You just finished dancing for a bunch of elementary school kids. That's the most shameless thing you can do.
Shut up. I need to escort everyone back to their homes. Thank you again for your help. I really appreciate it.
Bye, Mr. Akagane. I take a seat on the bench under the gazebo while Mr. Akagane gathers up the kids. Thank God to get out of here. This took quite a lot out of me. Hey. Where? I was only closing my eyes for a second, I swear. I just wanted to say thanks. I would have been the one dancing if you hadn't shown up. Eh? Thanks for being the fall guy. Don't worry about it, Koya. I was, having a lot of fun until Konosuke showed up. Leave it at that twerp to make things awkward, huh? Yeah. I'll take care of that later. What do you... Are you seriously gonna ask that? Or start laughing. He never turns off the charm, does he? Looks like Mr. Akagane owes us both a favor now. Why did you go through with this in the first place? I'm hoping I can use this as leverage later to let my band use the school gym as a practice space. Oh? You don't have that set up already? Well, we have a few places, but nothing permanent. It's nice to have a backup plan in case any of those don't work out, you know? Makes sense. Anyway, I feel like I should treat you to something after that. You want me to buy you some ice cream at the candy store? Wow! There should be a nice breeze today, but it's still summer. I can feel the heat rising up from beneath my shirt. That sounds amazing! Cool. Maybe you can tell me where you learned those slick dance moves. Hey, stop making fun of me. Lightly nudge him on the shoulder. Ah, you know you'll love it. He's not wrong. Looking into his eyes now, I feel a sense of comfort I haven't felt in 5 years. At this point, it's fairly late in the afternoon. Koya leads me to the candy store. Not much is said between us, though it's clearly written on Koya's face that he enjoys the quiet moment of respite. Before we get a chance to really talk, he says he's got something else he needs to do. Even though I wanted to spend more time with him, I let him go, seeing as it's close to the time my grandparents said they'd be back from Kazunari. I throw the remnants of my special ice cream reward away and journey back home. Smoke silently rises from the nose of my father's old pig figurine. I watch it from the corner of my eye as I flop down on my bed to rest. Man, this has been a long day. Nothing happens in the country after dinner. It's completely different from what I'm used to in Osaka. I've had to adjust a lot to living here again the past few days. When I'm home, I'm able to keep the windows shut because of air conditioning. When I found out the fan my grandparents set aside for me didn't work, all I could feel was despair. Despair turned into frustration when I figured out I couldn't leave the windows open either. Stupid cicadas. Guess that's what happens when you take something for granted. I go around my dad's room while fanning myself. This feeling of a full stomach is making me sleepy. My hand grips the television remote I left nearby. I feel my eyelids get heavier as they start to close. I should probably turn the television off, but it still feels too early for that. Laying still for a moment, I decide what I'm going to do. We're gonna turn it off. Save the electricity. I should probably turn it off. There's no sense in prolonging the day if I don't feel like doing anything else. I grab the remote and press the power button. Without the light of the television, the room plunges into darkness. I rest my head on the pillow and try to find the most comfy position. Yawn. There we go. Z's.